students, welcome back for today's revision. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts. Develop a passion for learning. If you do, you will never cease to grow. Today's topic is resources and development. First topic, that is resources. Everything available in our environment which can be used to satisfy our needs, provided it's technological accessible, economically feasible and culturally acceptable, can be termed as resource. It means इसमें हम हर तरीके से लेबर अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट नेचर से जो चीज़ें हम मैन्युफैक्चर करते हैं या वी कन्वर्ट इट इनटू यूज, दैट इज टर्म्ड एज अ रिसोर्स. How interdependent relationship between nature, technology and institutions. How these three cooperate each other, how they are interdependent. In this, human beings, they depend on physical environment, institution as well as technologies. Human beings interact with nature through technology and create institutions to accelerate their economic development. अगर आपके पास टेक्नोलॉजी है तभी आप इंस्टीट्यूशंस को क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. Now resources is being classified into two. One that is natural, another is human. Natural is being classified into two. One that is renewable resources and another is non-renewable resources. Renewable is being classified into two. One that is continuous, in which wind, water are the examples. Another that is biological. Biological, again, it is being classified into two. One that is natural vegetation, in which forest is the example. Another that is wildlife. Now come on non-renewable resources being classified into two. Recyclable means metals which can be recycled once used. Non-recyclable fossil fuels, अगर एक बार आपने यूज कर लिया, you cannot renew or recycle them. Now human classified into two, structures and institutions. Secondly, quantity with quality. Structures and institutions, if you are having humans, that with the help of engineers and all that, you are able to construct buildings and all that. Quantity and quality, that can be known by the human being only. They can check whether resources are of poor quality or they are of better quality. Now classification of resources, these are being classified into four. One, on the basis of origin. Second, on the basis of exhaustibility. Third, on the basis of ownership. And fourthly, that is on the basis of development. Now I am going to explain you in a different manner. Now on the basis of origin, it is being classified into two forms. One that is biotic resources, another is abiotic. Biotic, that are the living organism, and abiotic, that is non-living, such as rocks, that comes under non-living. Under living, under biotic, that is fisheries, flora, fauna, as well as human beings and livestock. On the basis of exhaustibility, it is being classified into two. One that is the renewable resources, in which resources which can be renewed or reproduced by physical, chemical or mechanical process. For example, solar, wind energy, water, forest and wildlife. Second, that is non-renewable resources. In this, minerals and fossil fuels are the examples of such resources. Fossil fuels cannot be recycled, so they get exhausted with their use. Now on the basis of ownership, it is being classified into four. First, that is individual resource, in which if you are having, अगर आपका घर और ये, तो ये आपका individual resources में है. Community owned, in which a group of people they form, जैसे public park है आपका, library है, मंदिर है, all they come under community owned. जितनी maintenance है, that is by the community people. Third, that is national resources, which is under the control of the national. Means the central government have control on national resources. जैसा कि आपका पेट्रोल है, गैस है, mineral resources है, roads है, all they are under the control of the government. See, they have given example of train, that it is also the example of national resources. The fourth one, that is international resources, which is beyond the coastal area. In this, the oceanic resource beyond 200 nautical miles of the excessive economic zone belong to open ocean and no individual country can utilize. कि अगर oceans के चारों तरफ आपको कोई mineral resources है, that will not be your property. For that, you have to depend on international resources. On the basis of status of development being classified into four. First, that is potential resources. Potential resources वो होते हैं कि आपके पास चीज तो है, but due to lack of technology, you have not used that. In this, they have given example of solar and wind energy in Gujarat and Rajasthan. अब सोलर है गुजरात के अंदर सवाई माधोपुर, it's a place जहां पर आपकी solar energy is being used. Then it is stock resources. Example, hydrogen and oxygen in water. आपको पता है that it is the source of water, how you can convert it into water with the help of hydrogen and oxygen. लेकिन आपके पास कोई technology available नहीं है, but you know the process that with the help of hydrogen and oxygen you can just form water. Then it is developed resources. In this, soil, that is the example of developed resources. Fourth, that is reserved. Forest, water, minerals. Whenever there is need of these resources, you are able, you know that it is being in our earth interior. So whenever you need it, you are able to extract various type of mineral resources from earth's interior. Sustainable development. It's a development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. इसमें क्या है कि फ्यूचर के बारे में ना सोच के आप प्रेजेंट में यू विल नॉट ट्राई टू वेस्ट द रिसोर्सेस, बट यू विल ट्राई टू यूज इट इन अ appropriate manner. In view about the sustainable development, more than 100 heads of the states, they decided to have a summit. Summit means meeting. And in this, 100 heads of states, they just have a meeting in Brazil. And that was just declared as the first International Earth Summit. And this was to address urgent problems of environmental production, जो हमारे वातावरण के अंदर प्रदूषण pollution बढ़ रहा है, how you can have control on that. And for that only Agenda 21 that was being declared. इसमें क्या था? It was a declaration signed by world leaders in 1992 at United Nations Conference on Environment and Development. It aims at achieving global sustainable development. Means आप किस तरह से अपने वातावरण पर कंट्रोल कर सकते हो. So what were the results of this Rio de Janeiro? The Earth Summit resulted in the following documents. Firstly, Rio Declaration on Environment and Development कि किस तरह से आप वातावरण को प्रदूषण से बचा सकते हो और किस तरह से आप डेवलपमेंट कर सकते हो. Secondly, Agenda 21 with regards to sustainable development. Third, Forest Principles. Under Forest Principles, it became mandatory for each and every country to plant more and more trees to maintain the ecological balance. Moreover, important legally binding agreements were opened for signature. Firstly, Convention on Biological Diversity. Second, Framework Convention on Climate Change. Thirdly, United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification. Now, resource planning. It is widely accepted strategy for judicious use of resources. It has importance in a country like India, which has enormous diversity in resources. How resource planning should be done. तो सबसे पहले क्या होता है that you should try to identify as well as inventory should be done for resources. कि आपको कहाँ पर mapping surveying के through you can get various type of resources. Second, economical and technological evolution means जहाँ से आपको resources निकालने हैं whether that is of good quality or is in great quantity. Thirdly, मैचिंग रिसोर्स डेवलपमेंट प्लान. इसमें क्या आप वहीं से एक्सट्रैक्ट करने की सोचेंगे जहां आपको ये है दैट यू विल अर्न प्रॉफिट. अब आपने रिसोर्स को तो निकाला बट दैट इज ऑफ जीरो क्वालिटी एंड इट विल बी ऑफ नो वैल्यू. Land resource planning, basically we should keep in mind that at least 33% should be covered with forest, as well as see how with the help of diagram it is being shown that 43% of our total surface, that is plain area, 30% that is mountainous region, and 27% that is plateau region. This is a totally physiographic division. Now how the land resource planning that takes place, that in this it is being shown that forest that is only 18.11%, but it should be at least 33% to maintain the ecological balance. So we should keep in our mind that how we can have a balance of ecology by maintaining, by growing more and more trees and industries that should be set up far away from the residential areas. Third, see, they have shown how wastelands in 2000, that water eroded area, कि आपके पास पानी तो है, जमीन तो है, but it is totally being eroded. Second, forest degraded, that when trees are being cut, that area is not being prepared for growing various type of crop. Saline and alkaline क्या होता है, जिसमें आप केमिकल एक्सेसिव मैनर में केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर्स को यूज करते हैं तो इतनी ज्यादा सॉइल में सैलिनिटी हो जाती है, खारापन हो जाती है, रेही मिट्टी हो जाती है that you are not able to grow crop in that. Then it is wind eroded area. Wind eroded क्या हो गया, जब हवा अपने साथ अपर मोस्ट लेयर को उड़ा के ले जाती है and that is the fine silt. So the lower surface of that soil that is not rich for growing crops. Now soil as a resource. It is the most important natural resource because indirectly we depend on soil. Medium of plant growth supports different types of living organism on the earth. It takes millions of years to form soil up to a few centimeter in length. Soil आपके agriculture का एक major resource है and with the help of that you are able to grow various type of crops. The soil profile, it is being classified. See, the lowest most that is unweathered parent bedrock, जो बिल्कुल रोडी पत्थर यहाँ होते हैं. Then it is the second that is substratum, weathered parent rock material, इसमें थोड़े बारीक rock materials होते हैं. Then the third one that is the subsoil weathered rocks, sand and silt clay. The topsoil, it is also called as the upper soil layer, which is rich for growing various type of crops. Classification of soils. Various, that is first alluvial soil, black soil, third that is red, fourth laterite, fifth arid, and sixth one that is forest. They are being classified on the basis of color, thickness, texture, chemical or physical properties. Alluvial soil, it is being classified into Khadar and Bagar. The main characteristic of this soil that it is very fertile. It contains fine silt formed by the deposit, sand and silt brought by the rivers, found in northern plains, coastal plains as well as deltas of rivers. Main, rich in potassium, lime and lack of nitrogen. In this soil, rice, wheat, cotton and oilseed is being grown. The black soil, it is also known as the Regur soil or cotton soil, or you can call it the lava soil, because from volcanic lava that burst out from the interior of the Earth's surface. It is made up of lava flow of igneous rocks. Found in Maharashtra, MP, Chhattisgarh, Godavari, Krishna Valley. It contains moisture, rich in calcium carbonate, potash, lime, lack of phosphoric content. क्रैक अकर्स जब ये ड्राई हो जाती है तो क्रैक्स हो जाते हैं तो बारिश बिफोर द रेनी सीजन अराइव्स एट दैट टाइम टिल्टिंग ऑफ द सॉइल दैट टेक प्लेस क्रैक अकर्स व्हेन ड्राई और स्टिकी जब वो पानी में गीली हो जाती है तो वो चिपचिपी हो जाती है. That is red or yellow soil. Porous cores, basically found in eastern and southern part of Deccan Plateau. Formed by the denudation of igneous denudation क्या होता है जब टूट के erosive action में and metamorphic rocks. It is rich in iron, lack of nitrogen, humus and lime. But by using chemical fertilizers you can improve the quality of this soil. Rice, pulse, sugar cane is being grown. This one fourth, that is laterite soil. This is being taken from Latin word later which means break. ब्रेक होती है ईट. इट बिकम सो सॉफ्ट व्हेन वेट. जब गीली होती है तो बहुत सॉफ्ट हो जाती है और जब ड्राई होती है बहुत ही हार्ड होती है. ह्यूमस कंटेंट इज लो. इट नीड्स मैन्योर एंड फर्टिलाइजर्स to get better quality of soil. Red color because of iron oxide. Arid soil, it is also called as the desert soil, formed by weathering of rocks. Weathering process क्या होता है जब गर्मी और सर्दी उससे होते cracks that take place. Rich in salt, lack of humus, grown dates, melon and bajra. Areas Rajasthan, Punjab and Gujarat. Next and the last soil is forest soil. Forest soil, this is the last soil. It is basically found in rainforest and hilly areas. Acidic in nature, lack of humus. In our country, major areas that is Jammu and Kashmir region, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh as well as Sikkim. See major soil types in this map. See in the northernmost part, that is Jammu and Kashmir region, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim as well as northern part of Arunachal Pradesh. These areas are having forest soil. Second, that is the alluvial soil. Alluvial soil is basically found in Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, northern part of Bihar, northeastern part of West Bengal, as well as the east coastal plain or Gujarat ki northern part. Take third, that is red and yellow soil. It is basically found in Arunachal Pradesh as well as it is found in Nagaland, Mizoram, Manipur, Nagaland. Then Chhattisgarh region, in Odisha, in Telangana, Kerala as well as in Karnataka region, red and yellow soil is being found. Black soil, it covers entire area of western part in this Maharashtra region, Madhya Pradesh region and northern part of Karnataka. Then laterite soil that is being found in the eastern coast of Odisha and little part of western coast. Then it is arid soil is being found in northwestern part of Rajasthan as well as in southern part of Gujarat region. Topic, that is soil erosion and conservation. Erosion, it is the denudation. Denudation means removal of the soil cover. Washing down of the soil is called as soil erosion. It is basically of two main factors, that is human and natural factor. Human, that is deforestation, means cutting of trees, overgrazing. Natural, wind, glacier is the part of it. Basically, soil erosion is of main two types, gully erosion and sheet erosion. The human factor in soil erosion, first that is deforestation. Deforestation से आपका soil erosion होता है. Second, that is overgrazing. एक excessive manner में if cattle rear on the farmlands, at that moment the soil becomes infertile. तीसरा आपका है कंस्ट्रक्शन एक्टिविटीज. इफ कंस्ट्रक्शन दैट विल टेक प्लेस, उससे भी आसपास के एरियाज में इरोसिव एक्शन विल टेक प्लेस. देन इट इज माइनिंग एक्टिविटी. If you extract resources from Earth's interior, in that case also soil fertility that comes to an end, and you cannot make the land proper for various purposes. Then defective methods of farming such as plowing in a wrong way, up and down उसमें आप करते हो अगर, और एक contour form में करोगे तो क्या होगा? You are able to bind the soil in the same farmland. Now in this, first that is gullies. The running water cuts through the clayey soil and makes deep channels. जो बहुत चौड़े चौड़े नाले टाइप बन जाते हैं, that is called as the gullies. Second badlands. Badlands वो होता है जब बहुत सारे फर्टिलाइजर एक barren area पड़ा रहता है, which becomes unfit for cultivation, is called as badland. Ravines वो होता है, it is basically example of Chambal Basin, जिसमें land surface बिल्कुल आपकी बेकार चौड़े चौड़े नाले बने हुए होते हैं, and you are not able to grow any type of crop over there. Thirdly, that is the sheet erosion. Sometimes water flows as a sheet over large. जब बहुत large surface पे एकदम top most soil जो है, that is being removed. It is being washed away. It is known as the sheet erosion. Fourthly, wind erosion. Winds blow loose soil off flat or sloping land, known as the wind erosion. Soil conservation. What you mean by soil conservation? Soil conservation, it's a management for prevention of soil being eroded from the earth's surface or becoming chemically altered by overuse, acidification, salinization or other chemical soil contamination. इसमें क्या है कि किस तरह से आप soil का बचाव कर सकते हो, how you can protect the soil from other processes, कि किस तरह से आप सॉइल की फर्टिलिटी को रीगेन कर सकते हैं. Various methods are there. Firstly, that is contour farming. Contour farming क्या होता है? प्लेन फार्मलैंड्स पे इसमें आप कॉन्टूर फॉर्म में अगर करेंगे, बाहर से अंदर की तरफ फ्लो करेंगे लैंड को, तो उसकी सॉइल आपकी आपके फार्मलैंड में ही सेव रहेगी, कंजर्व रहेगी. सेकेंड, दैट इज टेरेस फार्मिंग. टेरेस फार्मिंग बेसिकली इन द माउंटेनियस रीजन, सच टाइप ऑफ फार्मिंग इज नो टिल फार्मिंग, जिसमें आप लैंड सरफेस को टिल्ट नहीं करते हो. ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग, जिसमें आप मैन्योर्स खाद को यूज करते हो, जो गोबर के खाद. रीस्टोर वेटलैंड्स. देन इट इज प्लांटिंग वेजिटेशन. जितने आप फॉरेस्ट कवर को बना के रखेंगे, मेंटेन करके रखेंगे, इट मीन यू आर कंजर्विंग द सॉइल. प्लांटिंग बफर स्ट्रिप्स. जहां पे समुद्र का किनारा है, पानी का किनारा है, तो बेसिकली प्लांट शुड बी ग्रोन ओवर देयर बिकॉज दे बाइंड द soil, and when wind action takes place at that moment also, you can lower down the flow of the wind. Proper waste disposal. अब एक जगह कहीं ऐसा बनाइए आप जहां पे आप पानी को प्रोटेक्ट कर सकते हैं, सॉइल को प्रोटेक्ट कर सकते हैं. सारा आपने कूड़ा करकट एक जगह डंप करिए. वेस्ट मटेरियल शुड बी डम्प्ड एट वन प्लेस, एंड इफ इट विल बी सीमेंटेड, देन यू आर एबल टू प्रोटेक्ट द सॉइल. नाउ नेक्स्ट टॉपिक, explanation of various methods of soil conservation. First, that is contour, which just now I told you. Plowing along the contour line can decelerate the flow of water down the slope. See, in this diagram I have shown you. Second, that is the terrace farming. Terrace farming होती है सीढ़ी नुमा खेती, basically in mountainous region, such type of farming that takes place. स्ट्रिप फार्मिंग. स्ट्रिप होती है आपका लार्ज फार्मलैंड्स डिवाइडेड इनटू वेरियस स्ट्रिप्स. इसमें क्या होते हैं, ग्रास की स्ट्रिप्स ग्रो करी जाती है दो क्रॉप्स के बीच में, बाय विच यू आर एबल टू कंट्रोल द फोर्स ऑफ द विंड. फोर्थ, दैट इज शेल्टर बेल्ट. शेल्टर क्या होता है, जो क्रॉप्स के चारों तरफ आप लगाते हैं ट्रीज को, जिससे क्या होता है, यू आर एबल टू कंट्रोल द सॉइल इरोजन इन डेजर्ट एरियाज. Now we have revised complete lesson. So basically some few questions are being given. Try to sort out these answers, and with the help of these slides you are able to complete these answers. Students, best of luck for today's learning. Next time we will come with next lesson with very innovative videos.